now, over to Ron for the next guest on the evening show on chatandspinradio.com.
And the time now on Chat and Spin Radio in the UK is exactly 7:33 p.m. Now then, we've got our next caller on the line now. Who's calling and where are you calling from?
Hi Ron, I'm Elaine Cook and I'm speaking to you from sunny Blackpool in the UK.
And it is sunny today, isn't it?
It's beautiful. It's a shame that we're stuck indoors.
Well, that's right, yes, but that's the way it is at the moment. Everyone in the UK is in lockdown at the minute, you know. Anyway, right, Elaine, we'll talk about your books. You've had one book published and you're calling from Blackpool. So just tell me about that book and what inspired you to write it.
Okay, Ron, so my debut novel is called A Geordie Up the Ganges. And it's written in my pen name, which is Nell Cook. It's a travel adventure tale and it follows photography-loving Geordie lass Jennifer Barnes. A cancer diagnosis on her 50th birthday plunges Jen not into despair, but into the journey of a lifetime, which is a trip to India in the company of 7 strangers. So Jen's travelling companions are Alexandra Lennox, an upper-class toff. The joker of the group is very attractive ex-army Glaswegian Fraser McLean. Obnoxious Derek and Betty Adamson manage to wind everybody in the group up constantly. And we also meet Summer, a spiritual soul, Charlie, the baby of the group, and Ivan, a Welsh grandfather with a love of history. So Jen doesn't tell anybody about her illness. And as the group travels from one end of the Ganges to the other, it transpires that she's not the only one with secrets. And as the story progresses, some of the challenges that arise for Jen are, number 1, will opposites attract? Number 2, what will Jen discover about herself and others? And number 3, will she have the strength to resist the temptation of forbidden fruits? So the story it's heartwarming, it's poignant, and it's hilarious. And the premise is that your past doesn't need to dictate your future, and the theme is self-discovery.
What inspired you to write it?
Well, Ron, the book is actually semi-autobiographical, and it's inspired by real events which happened to me in 2013, when I received a bombshell diagnosis of kidney cancer, and just 5 days later, I embarked on a mind-blowing adventure of a lifetime to India myself. So I wrote a blog during my trip, and I called it A Geordie Up the Ganges. And people really liked my anecdotes and my writing style, and my blog followers would keep telling me that my adventure would make a really great book. The concept of a Geordie in India with a group of people who have absolutely nothing in common really seemed to catch people's imagination, and I took encouragement from that. So I survived India and I survived cancer with a burning desire to write about my experiences. So I decided to write fiction sprinkled with a bit of truth, and so I created a whole new cast of characters with a compelling plot. And the route followed in the book is the exact route that I took on my trip. Some of the events really did happen, and other events in the book are pure fiction. So when I was writing the book, I kept in mind that my goal was to entertain, to make people laugh, to make people cry, and to transform them to India to travel alongside Jen on her adventure. So there are a couple of main messages I want to get out there from the book, from anybody who reads it. And that's, number 1 is that if you're faced with a frightening diagnosis, please don't give up hope. And number 2, you do have the courage to take that trip you've always yearned for.
How long were you away in India?
It was 2 weeks, Ron.
But you would enjoy it, though.
Oh, it was fabulous. It was just a huge adventure. And some of the incidents that happened just made some fantastic anecdotes and stories. And a lot of them are written about in my book.
Okay then, Elaine, well, thanks very much for coming on. And if people want to purchase that, that's done through Amazon, is it?
Yes, so George of the Ganges by Nell Cook is it's available on all of the worldwide Amazon stores as an ebook or a paperback, and also on Kindle Unlimited.
Okay then, Elaine, thanks very much for coming on. And that was Elaine Cook on the line from Blackpool in Lancashire, UK.